Hello, guys. Welcome back. Broken Arrow content coming at you high speed and in a hurry. This bad boy is loading. Let's dive right in. I need to just play with one deck, kind of get good, keep playing the multiplayer here, and just really good at this one deck. So we're going to dive right in. We're going to go to the editor, and I really like this deck, but I don't think after rewatching some of my gameplay, I don't think I'm being as aggressive as I should be. I kind of hang back and don't really take the right units as I should. But we're going to start using more aircraft. And if we see the enemy, we might do some more standoff. Um, it's kind of funny. Let's see how many people are online. Does it say? Yeah, up here it says there's a lot of people in battle. 62 searches, 842 lobbies, 31,000 people are online. So we have found a match. I want to play a night mission. I think that'd be cool. Most people like the Highway of Death there. So we're probably going to end up going to the Highway of Death. Everyone just loves that map. Just we got to pick our deck. Pick your deck. Pick your deck. Daruski's. We'll use the Army SF. Armored SF. Now, the strengths of the Armored SF, the strength number one for Armored SF is obviously the Special Forces and their speed. Also, being able to sneak behind the lines with Silent Hawks, which I do a lot. That is a major strength. The recon is good too for the the stealthy UAV there. And then also the strength is the armor. Now weaknesses is the armor is somewhat exposed until we'll go this way. The armor is somewhat slow, so getting to the battlefield, like taking these long points, is going to be kind of hard for us. But yeah, we want to kind of get good, get niched out, and then move on. Kind of focus on getting good at a particular deck, and then getting kind of moving on so we can get the synergy of that deck. We really want to get some synergy working, especially when you talk about flow of points, phase of battle, stuff like that. And this game really is good for, like, I would say, you getting in your own head. Like, oh man, did I do this right? Did I do that right? Uh, I believe that you kind of want to have some uh, pre-planned responses here. So what we'll do, as always, we will bring out. I always hit the recon spot, but it's really just the helis. It's me and the helis all day. We'll also bring Silent Hawk with some Green Berets, as well as some STT out here. And then we'll bring another Silent Hawk with a couple of Raws. We're going to get in the face. We're going to be a little bit more aggressive this time on our attacks, really kind of launch them forward. And then for the infantry, we'll bring some, actually, vehicles. We'll use our War Pigs with some Rangers and some of these guys. So, boom. They won't have any AA, but we'll use the Comanche to great effect. And that's literally all our points. We're going to start being slightly more aggressive. They bring enough stuff. So we want to punch forward there if we can. All stealthy stuff. All stealthy stuff, too. Because we've got enough guys bringing, like, aircraft, Raptors, like 3 Raptors there. You have the enemy SU bringing 4 birds. Already outnumbered, so hopefully our long range missiles can even that fight there. Already popping 1, the odds are even. Our guys fall back. That's really smart. Engage their long range missiles first, fall back, and then hopefully get the point. They're already bringing a drone there, so it's really smart on the enemy. I'm not sure if our Comanche's anywhere close, but we're gonna push him forward. If he gets So we're going to tell our guys to punch forward, really, really punch hard. Maybe we can catch these guys in their crib. And then what we'll do is in another Silent Hall, we'll bring some Raws. So already popping that guy. Now he's more likely to come down this road here. So we need to go ahead and bring our Maws there and our Punishers to kind of recon the road. We want to see where the enemy's coming. We see that he dropped there. We need 600 points for our Stealth Bomber. So we see a Metis team. Move the contact there. Well, actually, because we don't know if the enemy has any AA. Then we'll tell him to go back to base. So we got some enemies there. We'll bring a Guardian to help us duke it out with the enemy. He brought a lot of anti-infantry, so we'll also bring some of that ourselves. Maybe we can support with the Comanche. So we are advancing on the enemy, which is good. Good cruise missile strikes there on the enemy, and good Metis drop. We'll tell them to drop there and evac, but I think we're gonna take a L on this one because we're so close. The enemy brought some really good infantry, but we're not going to relent. We're going to continue to bring heavy forces forward and drop them back here. Delta's on the field though. Gonna get the Delta in there. We also probably need to bring our other recon chopper, kind of hang hit back. I don't think we traded pretty effectively, but the fact that we've got a lot of stuff here, so maybe we could bomb that with our stealth bomber. But we need to bring more units to the front line. So their Maws there are prepared to ambush any vehicles that come down the road. Good pop. It's got way too much AA there. Oh my goodness. Being able to use cruise missiles against these units is pretty effective. We should have brought them in. Yeah, they're just Johnny on the spot with the stuff. So we'll kind of give up on that for right now, and then we'll kind of dig in. Since they are SF, what we can do is bring the massive volumes of vehicles, and that's something that we probably should have did. Is we'll first bring a reconnaissance recce. They're not going to be. They're going to try to fly and do little bird stuff like we do. Let's not keep our guardian out there like a flying meatball. So he's got like a striker brigade, so it's going to be really good for our armor. We also want to bring, so we've got enough vehicle points. We'll bring a one tank. Pretty much cleared that out for E, so shout out to him. But we're going to get back at him with our armored units. So we got a couple tanks probably rolling, and then we'll bring in a support vehicle here. SHORAD. Got to be a little bit more careful with our. Note to self: probably just at least take one detachment delta with you, so you could fight a lot of that stuff off. But they just were Johnny on the spot with the support tab, and our support tab doesn't have. It does have an MLRS and stuff like that, so we could start using that. But we want to basically bomb that. We're gonna send a recon in first to see if we can scout. We'll bring it back a little bit because I believe he's going to try to rush that. So what we can do is we'll bring a helicopter. We don't want to launch our strike without knowing that he's going to actually attack down that road. So we'll take a couple of those in a Rangers and we'll land them here. Yeah, see, he hasn't moved that unit, so that's also our cue to we can't bring in our stealth bomber just yet. Because you can see our bombers are getting absolutely doinked. But what we can do is bring in our support and GLMRS. We'll go ahead and order also another vehicle, another tank, heavy one. We'll also start bringing some supplies in. Yep. And then we'll be good for a launch here in about 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. See if we can just put pressure on the E point. That point over there, not contested, or doesn't seem like it's contested. But if we could put pressure on this E point here, I think we'll be golden. We have a lot of points on the field, so let's not be out in the open, shall we? So we're waiting for our second tank to get there. Our short rats here. We're just waiting for our tanks to get there. Phase 1 is almost done. So the phase was essentially where you set up and launch is almost done there. Got a tank trap. And then we're going to tell him to drop that there. Gives a tour there. So shout out to him. We'll do we'll tell our guy to go ahead and fire mission. We'll tell him to precision strike. And then after he does that, so they're making a break for that forest there. I have infantry to get ready to come in on the little bird. Oh my goodness. A couple alligators there. He's supporting them with the tour, which is smart. So good trade against the alligators and the catrans. We're going to launch this attacking now because he just launched his tanks to the right and my guardian cover that. So maybe we can get some shots on with the calf scouts there. Tell him to drop here. We're seeing if we can take the E point really quick. We also need to quickly resupply them with some Green Beret Punishers as well as some Maws. That'd be nice. There's a problem here because they have might be a nuke. It's not a nuke. See if we can get a fire mission on that unit there. Doing a cluster strike. So shout out to the enemy. I mean, you blink away for like 2 seconds and he's already tell him to get in there. We need to get in that tree line as well. So we'll bring some more Silent Hawk with some Raws and some ST. Oh, that's beautiful. They got so much AA here. Punisher. Focus on that T90. So being aggressive helped us out there. We'll go ahead and accompany that with a couple of Bradleys. Could be trying to kite us. So we have the E point, but just barely. We'll bring them in this way. And because they keep going out to the wing there. One Russian player quit. Shout out to the Russian player that quit. Not sure if you can see these guys, but the fact that we are... Ooh, look at all these topazes. We are going to go ahead and target that. We also need to bring our recon. So we'll bring a sentinel out if we can. Let's bring our bomber here. I'm gonna mark this. Yeah, killer egg. Bomber. Precision strike. We'll do boink, boink. I don't know what we got, but I think it was valuable. Try to cruise missile us. So shout out to us for not letting that happen. We also need to bring a detachment delta in there. That'd be nice. We can bring so many more guys. So let's do this. We'll also bring a RC in a Silent Hawk. We lost our Comanche. That's bad. He was like in the middle too. So the enemy's starting to get smart. Layer that ambush there. Got a couple longbows there as well. I basically need to also guard this tree line, because if the enemy can get in that tree line, then it's going to be a bad day. So we need to bring some calf scouts, this and this. First of all, it just came down the pipe there. So we're going to get out of there, buddy. Go! Drop the damn dudes. So goofy. Can you shoot? Okay, cool. Shot one guy. Oh, wow. Get out of there, buddy. Just drop. Just drop. Just drop. We're trying to be too cute. They've got literally guys everywhere. This is crazy. They literally have dudes all over this tree line here. Within vehicles. That's the problem. We'll go turn back to base. So we still have the E point. Barely, though. I don't think we have an answer for that guy there. That tank. He's just sneaking around. Oh, we do have an answer for it. It's called another tank. I don't know why I'm charging with a Bradley at a tank. I don't get that, but I'm doing that. I don't think one Comanche's going to do it. So he's got troops all through here, man. Just kind of using the tree line to his advantage while we're trying to make these probing strikes, which is kind of unfortunate because we're probably going to lose Charlie, knowing that these Terminators are here. And we don't really have an answer. We used our other. Oh, we do have a killer egg. What am I doing? Got a killer egg. Tripping, bro. We've got great things for popping light vehicles. Now, if they have AA in here, we're definitely gonna get smoked. So, where's this guy at? Does a return fire. We could see that. I believe we could see this unit here. Tell our guy to get out of there. Would have been nice to have that sudden death, but we couldn't hold it. They basically took 2 points in quick succession. So we'll tell them to return to base because we can't supply them just yet. We'll also bring a. I don't know how do you guys do. Oh, we'll bring some tanks here. We'll bring some heavy vehicles, a couple trophies, and then a couple Bradleys. And then we'll bring also a support vehicle. That was just the end of phase 2. So we need to retake these forests, and we might have to clear them. It's going to be unfortunate, but we have to clear these forests so that we can get a just some semblance of a front line here. Bradleys are going to be good for that. Nice, good vehicle to having a tour there. Couple more tours was good. We got some infantry there. Yeah, we need to be able to stabilize our line. That's really what it kind of boils down to. And we'll bring a pack. As well as a couple of support vehicles, a couple PVADs. In the center of the battle group there. Left of the battle group there. It would be a great job for the killer egg. They did come back to base. They got those SSOs there. Got hit, man. There we go. Taking the best that the enemy can throw at us. Gonna keep moving our guys. Good protection there. We'll give them a path here. Nice push. This really is going to change the battlefield there, because us popping all this stuff is really good. And we broke through. We broke through the line. So maybe we can catch this guy slipping. We also need to go ahead and follow up with a Green Beret and an A unit, because they're probably going to try to respond with choppers, which is what they're doing. Oh, it has stingers. Let's go. Let's do the stinger thing. So can we bring another stinger? We cannot. So we'll bring the Guardian up instead. We're gonna have to fight for it. They're trading really good. These choppers are really expensive, and if we can hit them with auto cannons, you need to drop. You need to drop right now. Come on. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Try to bring him in too close. The enemy can see him with the drone. We need to dig in. One more, and then we'll bring them in with the Maws and the Stinger. They'll be back here. Good pop. So now that we have this area, we're going to push forward a little bit. And we're going to tell our killer egg to get back to supplies there. But with that counterattack, the enemy is going to... got a Comanche back here. I don't know why. We have nothing to stop this armor except for these two Comanches and a Guardian. back off to here to integrate with our units. Nice. We'll go ahead and turn his radar on, and turn his radar on, and turn his radar on. So if those tanks want to push, we'll let them. Seeing all that there, we need to go ahead and bring a SOAR with plenty of maws. We got one maws we can bring. We also have some riflemen and some RC. So we'll bring them back here. They're gonna have to walk to the point until you get back to base. Yeah, those are guys looking clean. Maybe we can get a sneak shot on the flank there. These maws are not doing anybody any good over there, and this Punisher is definitely not doing any good over there. We also have plenty of killer egg, and we need some supplies as always. We still need to push forward because by putting pressure here, we take the pressure off other stuff. Tell them to run. Trying to sneak past her. There's a Tor there. It's unfortunate, but there is. And there's two of them. Best AA in the game. You got to go back to base. See, like we get like tunnel vision a lot, and we forget that we brought stuff in. So we have to be more better at that. Guardian's gonna have to back off the mark there. Dude, what are you doing? Get back. I told the infantry to advance, and it advanced. So there's my killer eggs. My Guardian's out of position there. Like a little micro mistakes that I see that I'm doing because it's so much going on. So we'll bring some supply here. Right there. hanging on literally by a thread here. It will go the distance. I think we will keep the E point. So I think we'll win, but just barely. It was a good fight. Really good fight. The enemy definitely is a worthy opponent. A lot of back and forth there. $58 seconds. Maybe we can bring some Silent Hawk in. That's our go-to. Bring it a little farther back, though. Good for getting back there and punishing those tours. Now our birds can have a field day. I literally be telling them to do what to do, and they be on some like, nope, not gonna do it. Man, you get back. Guardian, get over there. Nice. That was amazing. Love it. I will say, some of those guys on the other team really were the opponent. They got a couple deserters on their team. That's unfortunate. It's always bad when you have a desync or a deserter, but getting up there, doinking the enemy. It took a lot of losses though. It was a lot of back and forth, but I think we ended up figuring it out in the end to kind of switch strategies. We got to do a lot better with being able to unload supplies and then telling our guy to get out of there. That was like the most annoying thing. All right. Honorable mentions. Comanches did work. The STT team actually destroyed 2 Chronoskelty. So that's pretty good, I would say. Our Rangers, Maws, Boomerang, couple Boomerangs, basically equaling themselves out. So that's not too bad. Light vehicles, shout out to them. The Comanche, just absolutely ponying everything as it should. Trophy, not leave something to be desired. I mean, we broke through the enemy, but I think that sustained pressure, that armored hold, actually made the advance, and I think that won us the game because before they were pushing us back, and then once we launched our armor, the enemy really didn't know how to deal with it. We had supported with shorads and tanks, really good stuff there. So shout out to our trophy on that push. The Shorad also popping a few vehicles, including a chopper on that push. Spetsnaz and Tornado. Yeah, getting behind the enemy lines, absolutely wrecking that kind of stuff. Spirit coming in clutch, knocking out 2 tanks as well as a supply vehicle. So almost, yeah, definitely paying for itself. That's kind of the thing. You want it to pay for itself. And yes, it is like it's going on a one-way mission the way I see it. Because of the AA is immaculate. Maws crushing, doing good work, but not paying for itself. The Guardian paying for itself, popping a Catrin. So bringing the Stingers to support your Comanche is super clutch, as well as some BTR and some those guys. Bradley's the workhorse. Really, they get around and keep infantry from just running around your map, which I found to be very effective. You got Maws putting in work. Anytime they take out one tank, they will pay for themselves. Delta Force putting in work. Killer Egg. Terminator. This is why these things trade. I mean, if you don't take Killer Egg, dual Hellfire, I don't know what you're doing. Because they trade so effectively. Anytime you can bring a 95-point unit and pop an 180-point unit, again, 2 Terminators, an Armada, in a T90, the Recon, this Killer Egg like put in massive work there. Shorad, Metis, Destructive, didn't pay for itself though. This one did for sure. The SSO, really good unit. The Barbarous, we actually went toe to toe with the tanks and the Bradleys against the Barbaresses. So I'm not sure if they were the 57 millimeter one. I would imagine they would be, but either way, they are tanks essentially. Where this is an IFV 400 uh heat, and I think like 100 like standard, whereas this one is like 1400. So that is really good. It does have the toe, so it did good. Same thing here. Bradley popping the Barbarous, really a heroic stand from everybody in a team effort. Trophy was brought in. Killer Egg. Look at Killer Egg, dude. uh, this guy really did good there. Rangers, good. Comanche. Each one of these Catrans is about its value, and it can get at 3 of them. So I know they are probably pissed about that, breaking through and just wrecking everything. Bradley's here, 100 points, knocking like this. I'm saying, like once you kind of hone in on, okay, this is what the enemy's doing, and he's like, okay, infantry versus like all this light armor stuff, and don't sleep on the Bradleys. Do not sleep on them; they're really good. The Comanche, really good. Killer Egg, uh, we're gonna keep saying it, dude. Hitting this guy, hitting this guy, hitting this guy, and this guy. One missile for one Killer Egg, 4 missiles, 4 doinks. Maws, Guardian, and Barret. Killing 2 Tors, mind you. So this 80-point unit, just immaculate trades. Now you lose them, so you want whatever you're going to be doinking to be worth it. Let's see if we can find most of our guys kind of did their stuff. Skander was able to destroy 3 things. Okay, but we got you in the end. The Igla. Okay, so this is a weak point. Their Iglas are really good. So respecting, because all of these are pretty much on the drop. Like this was all on the drop. So he got all these points on shooting down units we're bringing in on the drops. And that's really, really unfortunate. So all these guys got doinked and didn't get any kills. If had they been on the field, it would have immaculate. So we got to really do a better job of respecting and sending in more recon. And once we know that they have like all these Iglas everywhere, we need to start sending in recon. I think we did, but I think he got shot down. So Igla, flying meatballs, note to self, flying meatballs are just brutal. Okay, everything else I think is 1v1. Cap scouts against this, yeah, that happens. Tornado, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen once they pin us down. Yep, like as soon as you come in, boom, boom. Right now, the B2 Spirit, believe it or not, is really, really stealthy. So even though they had all this AA up, it still was able to get back there and take out 2 tanks and a supply vehicle. So don't sleep on it. I think they both got that kill, which is crazy. Okay, this one got the same when we called it in the second time, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Any other? Basically, it's just you didn't get multiple kills on us. This is Scander did. Shout out to the Scander. Oh, popping our GLMRS. Shout out to the Scander. He was hunted for it. Good trade there. And then you got the Bradley there. Maybe we didn't move it. This guy putting in work, but this guy already made you guys pay plenty, so that's really a no brainer. And the Bradley, yep, just getting focused down. And then the Armada, Raws, it's unfortunate, and a trophy. So shout out, it's a 400 point tank, the top tier of the Russian, and we didn't even bring the best of the best. We didn't bring it with all the side armor and all this other stuff. So guys, thank you so very much. Major victory on our end, and thank you guys. You have a wonderful day. I'll tap with you soon, and goodbye.